And okay,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Reality Radio Podcast with Whitney and Stefan. As you can see, we have Andrew here with us. Welcome back, Andrew. Say what's up,
This
man.
has been the only form of recaps I've been. This is the only form of podcast that I've been doing the past about a month now.
True, true, yeah.
I
We're
mean,
glad
I
to
feel
have
like
you,
I'm
man.
rank.
You can follow him on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
At CSUA Kirk, and then Instagram is Andrew Kirk One.
Nice. And we're on Twitter. You can follow us at Reality Radio Pod. That's Twitter and Instagram. Alright, so as you can see, we're going to be talking about the Rural Skeletons and the Challenge Battle of the Exes 2. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the Rural Skeletons first. What did you guys think of the last episode with what was it, Nicole Skeletons, her two sisters coming in? We
We
saw.
haven't we haven't we haven't got to the previous episode with
oh,
Violetta
that is skeletons.
on next week.
Okay. Oh yeah, what did you guys
I
think?
just gotta say this about Violetta as Whit walks out the door. Um, she hyped her skeletons up so freaking good. Like I thought at least Jessica was gonna come in throwing punches or something like that. Then they come in the house.
Matt Chill.
That's cool that they want to try to make things up,
Yeah.
but nothing else happened.
Yeah, I didn't really believe them. Like I thought the storyline was like boring and kind of dragged out.
But don't you guys agree with me though? V hyped them up so freaking good. Like
She
Yeah.
hyped herself up. She kept saying, "When my skeletons come, oh, I'm gonna do this. They're gonna
touch a
die.
bone.
I'm gonna." Like she was so hyped for Alicia's, who was so soft. Alicia, you didn't even need to be that hyped for, but she was throwing Alicia's bed, and doing all that, and then she was so hyped for Elizabeth. But when her own skeletons come in, she runs out the door, like Tony said. I forgot his exact quote, but
That
that was perfect.
best part of the whole episode last week
That was perfect.
when Tony answered the door. He was like password. So he was like, open the fucking door, Tony. He was like,
Who said that? Madison?
Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia. I remember that.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Violetta's her skeletons, they weren't really that special. Kind of
But
pointless.
With the
Waste
exception of the guys wanting to, and one of them did. Because Jason was all about Tia,
Tia.
and then Jessica.
Yeah.
Tony
They were
likes the
just
blondes.
I feel like they didn't. I don't know. It just came off as weird.
It
Like as far as
It was
Tony,
awkward for a while.
was awkward, very awkward. Because it felt forced. It felt forced
Yeah.
by
That's the word. That's the good word. It did feel forced. I didn't really believe it. It was just like, oh. Yeah.
I was just like Bruno when they were arguing. They kept saying like Violetta keep bringing up. She's accusing Jessica of creating this fake Instagram account called Sarasota's Finest,
hours away.
and which is so stupid. But and she kept.
And Tony
making-
actually makes sense for once on one of these episodes. He was like, you can make a Instagram page in 5 minutes.
True.
I don't think she did it, but her explanation as to why she would not be able to do it, it was stupid. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are. You can do it in your car,
He's beating around
on
the
the
bush.
road.
Maybe
I
she
can do one right now.
maybe
It's
she
like-
didn't do it, but I'm positive she knows who did.
But even still,
Yeah, I
is
think
that something to want to kill somebody over? Violetta was hyping it up like they were the worst people ever. She was like, "I'm gonna be the biggest beat you guys have ever seen," and this and that, and she, oh my god, it was so horrible. Like for Instagram,
Sarasota's finest.
yeah,
so this.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. I don't even know what her beef with Tia was.
Aren't you from Florida, Whit? How close is Sarasota from you?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No. Do you guys remember what Tia and Violetta's problem was? I
No,
don't.
not at all. That's why I was trying to figure it out. Like,
I
why was
gotta say though,
she?
Steph,
Huh?
Tia, agree with me. Steph and Tia had the body. Like, oh my goodness.
She does, but she, you know what? I don't like.
But her personality was
Yeah,
there.
she's a very good-looking girl. She has like all the physical aspects, but she just came off as just fake, and I don't like that. When you look at her, I don't know.
Honestly, I don't like
I'm not like
when
more
we look back
attracted
on it, I won't remember.
when you're
I'll
mad.
remember. I'll remember Jessica for one obvious reason. She hooked up with Tony.
Yeah, true. But
Can
I
we
mean,
talk about Madison hating on Jessica for a minute? I had to like roll my eyes at Madison for the first time. I rolled my eyes at Madison, which was like, her voice is so annoying. I'm like, oh God, get out of here. I've been defending you. I've been defending you since day one, but that's one thing you cannot say with a straight face.
But you know what? I would take Madison's voice over Jessica's voice any day.
I would take Nicole from Big Brother's voice over those two any day.
Oh no. I would
Like,
take
really?
Madison over Nicole.
Madison or Nicole from
Nope.
Nicole from Skeletons. Madison or Nicole's voice from Skeletons.
Madison, because I can at least understand her. I can't understand Nicole sometimes.
I can't understand Nicole.
Yeah.
Barely. You need
But
subtitles.
Nicole's still cool though.
Going off on Tony real quick.
Yeah, what else happened?
I'm supposed to be speaking with him in an hour and a half. I'm to the point where I don't care if he hooks up with more people anymore. Because I mean, he's done enough, you know.
True. I mean, he's a guy, so.
I'm like I want them to work because I like both of them individually, but at the same time, if this happens again, I can't say I feel bad for Madison like before because now she knows what she's getting into.
Mhm.
Before she didn't, she just met him and she likes him and whatever. But now she knows.
Yeah.
Especially after dealing with Elizabeth and Alyssa, hearing what they had to say about him.
Being a princess.
So now I won't feel as bad if he does go around and hooks up with Margot. So I hope he doesn't, though. I hope he doesn't.
Like Madison tries to do her own thing, and I wish she would do that more. You know, because Tony's made it point blank in the episode Tuesday. I just watched it last night because I didn't watch it on Tuesday Live. But he made it point blank clear. I'm here to do my own thing. I'm not here to start a relationship with you, Madison. I want to do my own thing. Granted, him doing his own thing is going to get him in a lot of trouble with many girls. But if he wants to do his own thing, I guess I can't fault him for it.
True.
And it's only when
I didn't think I'd say that after freaking 2 weeks ago.
See, I like those two, but I'm kind of agree with Whit. So if Madison gets hurt again, I mean.
Bruno, another thing in that episode, Bruno versus Violetta. Bruno Mars wannabe. Bye.
Oh yeah, she kept saying that.
I don't even know how that started.
Oh,
that's right. They went to the burlesque show. I was trying to think what else happened in that episode. They went to that burlesque show, and which was really, really weird. But interesting.
I've been waiting for Bruno to lose his
And on the way home, they kept going. I guess they throw jabs at each other a lot. That's their thing to do. But I guess someone went too far. They're both intoxicated. And I don't know what snapped. I think she said, she wanted to, every time she sees his face, she wants to, curb stomp him or something like that.
Curb stomp herself.
Curb stomp herself. That's when he flipped his switch. It was just, it was insane. He just kept throwing everything at her, saying how she's anorexic, ugly, slut, all this stuff that you can think of, that he was thinking of. It just coming to him. And it was insane. I didn't have a problem because she brings in stuff on herself, especially since she got in a fight with almost every other roommate. It's clearly she's the one who instigates it all. But it's when he got really.
I'm a fan of Violetta's. I gotta.
He got really into her face, like he was about to throw down. I was like, oh snap. And I feel like if she wasn't as drunk as she was, she probably would have gotten a little scared. But because she was drunk, she kept going at him and going at him. And then he started throwing stuff, which I didn't get.
Like, and then out of freaking nowhere, her and Sylvia get into a little argument. Because I guess Sylvia was trying to move out of her room or something like that. So she picked up the towel.
No. What happened because Nicole said to Sylvia, Nicole said to Violetta, that even Sylvia doesn't have your back in this argument or something like that. And then that's when Violetta went and like started moving her stuff out of Sylvia's room. And then that's when they got in that argument. And it's like, I'm taking the towels and all this and that. I was like, oh my god, I can't with these girls.
Whenever Sylvia laughs, you know you can't take anything seriously. Because I mean, her personality is like so awesome. Like she always knows how to make things more like. She's got a good sense of humor, which I like. It's like, why are we fighting?
So ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with Stefan. He's being weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what happened that episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tony and Jessica hooked up.
Womp womp. And then they left.
My prediction for the reunion, I think Jessica flew out to Louisiana. She said flown out to Louisiana at least once since the show ended, and they hooked up that time when she flew out. Calling it now.
Well, I'm really happy that they haven't done any after shows this season, so that means the reunion is gonna be extra good,
extra juicy.
Yeah. Last season, the reunion was kind of watered down because they did like an after show after every episode. So the cast were about like over it by the time we got to the reunion. They were like, we didn't talk about this 100 times already. But now it's like, now they're all, this is their final time to like, let everything out.
Same way.
Huh?
Portland was the exact same way.
They had a lot of after shows in Portland?
Well, they only had 2, but the thing was, some of the stuff that they talked about was repetitive.
Oh, that's right. Coral hosts the after show in Portland. That's right.
The only good thing about Portland's after show is that Coral was in it. Coral hosted it.
She was in it and she shut Nia down.
Yeah, she did.
Alright, you want to move to the next? This is the past episode?
Yeah.
Nicole's skeletons came. I don't know how much of a skeleton they were, but
got the Jamie treatment.
Her sisters came.
Jamie from last season didn't have anybody, and Nicole gets extremely lucky with this one.
She does.
Because I'm sure that Bina Murray called like an ex of hers to come on. The ex said no or something.
Yeah, must have.
Because the big theme in the episode was her being afraid of commitment.
Right.
How she cheats, you know?
Yeah, she says she's addicted to cheating, which is bogus.
It is.
Shit. Only one. Yo, they're triplets, but only one of them looked exactly like Nicole.
Yeah, the youngest one, right? Ashley?
They're the same. They're the same age, bro.
Well, somebody's younger, I thought.
Well, they're triplets, Stephanie.
But someone's the middleest, I think, right?
I don't know. They're
Nicole's
like
the middle one.
seconds apart.
Nicole said it. Like, she's the older, she's the middle, and then Ash is the youngest. They're triplets.
Dude, they're the same age. I don't care what they say. And they're like 2 seconds apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how I remember their faces. saying who was youngest and who was the oldest. But yeah, I thought that was
And none of
pretty
them
cool.
have that accent.
Oh yeah, they
So they were
did.
on the
I
phone.
can
They were on the
understand
phone with
them.
her mom saying, "Hey, mom, can we get the Boston accent out of Nicole or something?"
Yeah,
It
so you think it
was.
was fake?
I can understand it. No, no, I don't know what. I don't know how she got that Boston accent. I always thought she was from like New York somewhere.
She's from Staten Island.
Staten Island, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't
Sounds
know.
like it sounds like Dina Marie.
So,
That's annoying though.
Mm.
but yeah, I could barely understand her when she was on the phone with her mom and her sisters were like, "What did you say?" You know, her mom was like, "What did you say?" And I was thinking the same thing. It's like, what?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Yeah, what was she saying though?
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot.
no,
But I was,
third time's a charm. That's what she was trying to say.
yeah, it said that's how the chum. That's what it sounded
Yeah.
like she said.
Like what?
The one thing I gotta say about Nicole, like, she's met a lot of the alumni, and like whenever I talked with for my XST preview show, I talked with Jasmine. She's good friends with Nicole, so I mean, if she goes on a challenge, she's gonna do well because nobody's gonna want to get rid of her.
Yeah, she's party with Are You the One people and this man living it up. She's like the female J. Okay, so her sisters, or I guess her sisters were there to bring out that skeleton of her cheating and not being committed because they're both getting married. And
I was disappointed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Nicole. Nicole, when she said like she brought an engagement ring to herself because that's who she's. No one will ever love her as much as she loves herself. I was like,
Yeah,
that's perfect. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
that's pretty deep.
engage myself. But yeah, so that's pretty much what her big thing was, commitment. So like you said, Andrew, they probably couldn't get an Eds or something. But I like their sisters were there. They were fun to hang out with. And that scene where they were like where Jason fell in the river water when the three girls were hanging out with Jason and Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But like they were having a great time. I wish I was there. And Jason decided to fall into that dirty water for some $2 football.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
Talking
good.
about I can't swim. Like he was fully clothed, some nice gear, and jumped to water for that. I think he fell in though. I think he fell in.
Yeah, he did. He did fall in, but well, at least he came out saying he couldn't swim. So hopefully from now until he gets that call, he takes some swimming lessons.
It ain't gonna work. He ain't gonna take this one.
Yeah. What else happened during this episode?
Man.
Oh, this is the episode with Tony and Madison, right?
Yes, Tony and Madison. Tony flirting with other girls. Yeah, we kind of talked about this one earlier. Like he was flirting with the girls in the club, and Madison was talking about how she's not gonna let him walk over her anymore, and there's another side of Madison that we haven't seen, and all this and that. So she tells them off one good time, but then
he kind of works his way back into her.
Yeah.
He's sweet talker. So yeah. But who would you blame? Would you blame Tony for wanting to hook up with so many girls?
Before, no, but now that they made it like official, yeah. But at the same time, it's gonna be harder to feel bad for Madison because she knew what she's dealing with. She knows she's dealing with now. So
yeah.
Where's Andrew at, man? I want to move on to the challenge.
I don't know.
You're Andrew. He done left us. He's gonna miss it.
What's going on, Andrew?
What else happened in the world, though? I'm trying to think, because these past episodes are not all that great. Let me see.
I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed this one more than the burger. We talked about the burger. Bruno, he said he eats 3 burgers, and then he went to go work out, Well, he cooked 4, he ate 3, went to the gym, and then when he got back home, his 4th burger was gone. It was missing. Apparently,
That's
Tony and
right.
Jim ate, the burger together. So I don't know. What did you think about that? Did you think he was overreacting?
I mean, he may have overreacted just a little bit, but after you find out his history with that,
Yeah.
kind of can put it
Yeah.
together. But
Yeah.
for me,
That's weird
I
though.
understood it though. I
I understood
understood
it
it.
too. I tweeted that out. Yeah, I understood him being upset about his food.
That's not
Yeah.
cool.
What? Yeah, it's not cool to eat other people's food. Especially when you have it in your workout routine.
Jason's one-on-one though was priceless.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. He was
But
so
Bruno flipped
Like
out,
we haven't
and
got
he was
like with the exception of like 1 or 2 episodes, we haven't gotten much airtime from him, Jason. But the one-liners that he comes up with like every now and then are great.
Yeah, he does have good one-liners. But at least he forgave him.
So we find out about like more of this history.
With his brother, right?
Yeah, his brother.
Apparently his brother was eating a tuna fish sandwich of his, and
Yeah.
then it just went off from there.
Well, what happened was he had got hit by a car, and he was pretty banged up. He saw his legs. They showed his legs. He had these long, nasty scars,
Because he went through the
and
windshield, I think.
and he could have died and all that stuff. It was really bad apparently. So, and it looked really bad. So I can only imagine. But then I guess his brother said something like, when all the tuna stuff was happening and they were fighting back and forth over that, I guess his brother said like, "Oh, I wish you would have died when that car hit you," or something like that. And that's kind
That's
of
what.
how
Yeah.
Bruno
I
stopped
can
talking with his
imagine.
brother.
Yeah, I can imagine saying something like that to someone. Especially my own
Yeah.
sibling. That's crazy. But to not
So
talk to your sibling over it, it's kind of there's something deeper than that, I believe.
yeah, I think there's something deeper than that. That was kind of like the last straw, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I guess we'll
So
find out next week.
yeah, we'll find out
We'll
next week.
let's find out.
Like Brian Bruno's brother, he mentioned something about like jealousy.
Oh yeah.
That Bruno may be a little jealous of him.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
So
Yeah.
we'll
Let's find
see.
out.
It's gonna be good though. I can't wait.
I think this is gonna be a good skeleton coming in. And then after
Yeah.
Bruno, we have 2 more skeletons, I believe, Madison and Jason. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm. Should be good.
so. Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah. And then next up, what, the challenge?
Yep.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm like, the challenge was amazing. I
Right.
tweeted it out. I put it in our blog. I put it in
The
our
last
blog.
2 episodes it was intense. It was
That episode, the last episode, the
Yeah.
one with Bananas versus Wes,
Mhm.
was like my favorite episode, and I don't know how long. My favorite challenge episode in probably years. It
Yeah,
was
Really?
amazing. Yeah,
It was intense.
I loved it.
Finish
I-
Real World real quick. I can't wait for next week's episode. I feel like
Oh,
the ratings are.
Oh wait, the ratings for this week went down. I hate to be a blower. I don't know why though. I don't know.
The ratings for the Real World next week are going to be so good
Hopefully, yeah. It needs-
because they've been taught like when this, and I've said this for weeks now. When this format was revealed, the first storyline that they mentioned was Bruno and his brother.
Mhm. Yeah.
And last thing, with the exception of the one confessional the sisters did they ever have like a one-on-one interview? I didn't catch that.
I don't think they did. They probably did, but they probably didn't like put it in the show.
Because the only time they ever did like interviews was in confessional, right?
Professional room, yeah. But they probably did do one-on-one. They just didn't add it in the show.
No, I think they did. When
They
talking
showed it?
about when talking about, especially when they were at dinner and they were like talking about what they think of Nicole's stuff, and then all that. Nicole's like lifestyle and all that stuff. I think one of the girls had some confessional moments.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the challenge.
Challenge.
So
yeah.
last week's episode
Naya.
was amazing.
It was awesome, yeah.
And I loved every moment of it.
What was the challenge? The one with the body bag and the surfboard, right? That was the challenge. You had to swim.
You gotta talk about Naya first, though.
Was that the challenge?
That was the challenge because it was a swimming one.
Yeah, that's right. What's the swimming one? Yeah.
But yeah, in the beginning of the episode, Naya had a bet. Zach betted Naya to drink his sweat.
No. What happened was she claimed to have lost her wallet in the club. And so she wanted to make some cash. So Zach said, okay, I'll give you $70 if you drink a cup of sweat. So what he had like this cotton shirt on, filled with sweat.
When you said that, making some cash. But I'm not going to say it because I'm a Naya fan this season. I was going to say something really bad just now.
And like, it looked so disgusting.
Yeah,
like, sweat looks disgusting.
But you know what? She said she didn't drink it all the way. I was watching an interview. She said she only put it in her mouth and then she spit it out. But still, it's still disgusting. Like,
it's still like, so she drunk some of it, didn't even make the money. Did he pay her?
I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming he did, but I don't know. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Everyone's reaction to it was hilarious because it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch it. I saw the sneak peek and I was like, okay, I know that I'm not even gonna be able to watch this. It was disgusting.
It doesn't faze me that she did it though.
Yeah, she does.
I don't have a problem with that. That's her stuff.
If anybody does something as gross as that, it's definitely Hurricane Naya.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
I couldn't even watch that. But I took it as her just like wanting to be like the center of attention, kind of like I don't know. That's the kind of what I took it.
It was the first time she got like legit airtime this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was a good episode for her.
Well, it was good episode. She won the elimination.
Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to think that. Oh my goodness.
That was a hard challenge. That was a hard challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously this past one was harder, but this one was definitely hard. I mean, none of them. I mean, some of them didn't touch the bag, but.
Yeah. But you know what?
The
challenges when they have to swim around buoys. Like, I feel like
the second one this season. They should have done a second one.
Yeah.
Where is our trivia one, for crying out loud?
That challenge, they did that on Cutthroat, Sink or Swim, I believe. Remember they had the surfboard on Cutthroat?
Yeah, it wasn't a surfboard. It was like a
It was a surfboard.
It was a surfboard, but there wasn't a bag.
It wasn't a bag right now. But yeah, they had something like that.
Yeah, it was like they had to stand on this thing.
Taking them around. Yeah.
And then, they had to fly off of it.
Yeah.
My only thing with this challenge, where I feel like it would have been better, is if they made them jump. Like, say, okay, you guys have to jump. If you don't jump, you get docked like 10 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I wish they did something like that.
Yeah.
Make them jump. Because it was such cop-out when people just realized that they can just fly on through.
And the ones that jumped were the least... I'll be right back.
Were the slowest, yeah. The ones that jumped, the attempted to jump, were the slowest.
They were.
But I feel like they did it wrong, though, because they kept jumping when they were side by side. They should have waited till the surfboard was further ahead, so that, because the bag kept going, so if the surfboard is ahead and you're jumping, the bag's going to run into you.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
But they kept waiting until they were, like, side by side, so then they would always get, like, the tail end of a leg or something like that.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, I noticed that as well. It was weird. Did you think if had Johnny Bananas made his jump to the bag, you think he would have won that challenge? You think that bag would have helped him?
I mean, it could have. I can't
Yeah,
like.
he could have. He
They seem like decent swimmers, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what? We didn't even talk about like. Okay, so Zach and Janae, they did the order. Okay, and
Oh, okay.
Johnny felt like it would be best to put Wes and Teresa either first or second, giving them the less amount of chance of winning.
Hmm.
And Zach has this thing with Wes, like he claims that he doesn't want to play anybody's game, he wants to play his own game. Because Johnny, as much as I like him, he does have a reputation of controlling other people, making people kind of being a little puppet master. So Zach doesn't want to fall into that, and so he's gonna put Wes fourth. And Johnny feels like, let me ask you, do you feel like Wes and Teresa would have won if they went first or second?
First or second?
I guess what I'm asking is like, okay, because what happened was,
if the order matter, putting them first or putting them fourth. I don't.
Because for this particular challenge,
yeah, had they went first, maybe Wes would have tried to jump the bag, and it could like knocked him out a little bit more, and maybe made him a little bit slow. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
You think you think it would have made a difference had they went first?
If they went first, I think Wes would have tried to jump it.
Yeah, he definitely tried to jump the bag, but would that have stopped him though? You know, from winning?
Well, he said, TJ said that him and Jordan and Sarah's times were really close. So I think that
maybe
since Jordan and Sarah went later, they would have decided to not jump, and Wes and Teresa would have jumped most likely. So Jordan and Sarah probably would have had a good time.
Yeah, it would have made sense.
Because remember in Wes's interview, he saw Adam skip the bag. Adam was the first one to skip the bag, and he was like, oh, okay, so he noticed right then that from watching those first three people that went, he realized, oh, okay, so it's easier. You're going to save a lot more time if you just not jump.
Not jump.
So had he had went first or second, he may have jumped. So I think Johnny Bananas definitely has a point there. And
yeah, Zach, you punk.
So yeah, they all went.
Oh wait, what did you think of Lewer? Do you think Lewer would have made any difference had he caught onto the bag? Maybe would have saved him from last place.
No, it would not have saved. Well, maybe.
Yeah,
but he's such a horrible swimmer.
Yeah, it's bad. But I was thinking maybe it would have. I don't know. Maybe the bag would have helped, gave him that little extra But doesn't matter now. We already know the outcome.
I want to take this time out to talk about Jenna for a second.
You like interesting Jay?
You know how much I love Jay Gotti. Yeah. So he's my dude on these shows. I like the guy a lot. I like Jenna too. But for some reason, I don't know why, I don't know what happened, who put it in her head that she feels that she needs to bash Jay every chance she gets.
Do you think it's Zach telling her that to be nice to her, and then her one-on-ones to like bash him? Because that's what he's doing to Janae.
She's not even nice to him. She looks like she doesn't want to be around.
You know what? I know Zach. I heard Zach and Adam. They both agreed to go on their one-on-ones and bash their partners. I'm not sure Jenna picked up on that or not, but they do that a lot. No,
I'm not. No, I think that with her, I think it's just that she is going out of her way to show that she's not under Jay's like little spell anymore. Yeah. She's like she's overdoing it. Like she's showing everyone how confident she is and how like and I heard that, and I heard like all the guys in the house were like obsessed with her, so that probably gave her even more
more confidence,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now she feels like she's all this and that, and she's a model.
Yeah.
And that like she can just trash him, but it's like he's your partner. You want to give your partner all the support.
The support, keep it positive.
All the support they need. Be positive, and like it makes no sense to me. If you're gonna trash your partner, like then be like Wes. Be animated about it. Be funny. I feel like she thinks she's funny. Like her and Zach have that in common.
Mm-hmm.
They like think they're funny when they're not. And so like it comes off bad.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Because like I don't know. So that just got me. She's like, oh.
I noticed it now. She's every one-on-one that we're seeing with her, she's bashing Jay.
Yeah.
So.
And when she was like laying out and he was like fell out because he was exhausted.
Oh, you the last challenge?
No, this the swimming one. He like fell out after they rung the bell.
Oh yeah. What did she say?
And she was saying like, oh, look at Jay being over dramatic and falling down. It's like, well, get up, no one cares. And then you can see like her foot like kind of like nudges him, like kicks him, like.
Yeah.
God, you're such a. Oh.
Yeah. Jenna, something's weird with her.
Okay, like, so I must have missed a lot. So fill me in.
No, I'm just giving my.
Jenna and Jay. Jenna bashing Jay.
Like, when I interviewed her last year, guys, I know that they still had beef. Like.
That was last year, though.
At the same time, like, why are you gonna continue? Like, you gotta work with him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying.
I don't get it. Zach's rubbing off on her.
That's what I said. That's what I kind of said too. I kind of said maybe she's picking it up on from Zach, because Zach bashes his part.
Did you guys talk about Wes?
No, we're still on the first episode.
Okay, I thought you guys were on the second one. I was like, oh shit.
No, Wes awesome. I did say. I guess we move on from that. Okay, so Wes and Teresa win.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about we were talking about
the order, yeah.
Johnny and Bananas and Zach, and how Bananas felt like had Wes went first or second, he may not have taken that jump. And so, what do you think, Andrew? Do you think that Wes Teresa would have still won if they went earlier than fourth?
It's too difficult to tell, but I don't blame Zach for not listening to Johnny Bananas. I mean, you got to play your own game. So yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at the decision. I mean, obviously you're gonna put the rookies first.
Right. Yeah, I'm not mad at him either.
But the way that he handled it after was bad.
Yeah, let's just get to that. Okay, so Wes Teresa wins. Wait, Wes Teresa wins. Leroy and Naya come up dead last. Leroy sucks at any water challenges. Just keep the dude away from water.
Don't worry, Leroy. You know what? Next challenge, he's gonna be a beast. You know.
He said he's practiced swimming by watching videos.
Yeah.
I want to know what videos he was watching.
He watching videos.
Yeah.
Was it Michael? Was it Michael?
Call it Wes. You need to call it Wes.
Yeah, like, yo. Call it Wes. But he needs to take some serious swimming lessons. Seriously.
That's what some of these challenges do. Like legit do. Like I've heard quite a few people have done swimming lessons in between challenges.
Yeah. Well, Leroy, that's what Leroy needs to do.
Shit. But okay, so Wes Teresa win, and I love that they win again. This is my team right here. Even though I don't have them, I wasn't able to get them in the fantasy game. But
That guy has them both.
Love this team, and
Me too.
I want them to win it all. So they
I don't want him to win at all.
They get to the
I want them just for Teresa because she needs to win. But yeah, go ahead.
Honestly,
I want them to win. I want them to make it as far as possible because they are entertaining. Like every time they win, something big happens.
Yeah. They make big moves.
Every time someone else wins, it's kind of boring. Like they put in the rookies and it's kind of like blah. But so, West Teresa win, and they immediately are like, look, Bananas. It's Bananas' time to go in. This is at their dinner date. They're like, it's Bananas' time to go in. If they would have won, they would have sent us in 100%. So then Wes tells Teresa to go get Zach. And so Zach is having this. This is when Zach tells Wes, Bananas wanted me to put you guys first. That's the line that keeps getting brought up and turns into this big deal later.
Yeah.
And so what do you guys think of this? Was this a smart move for Zach, or did he show his cards too soon?
More the latter.
He probably did show his cards too soon because they were already thinking about sending in Bananas. But you know what? He made Wes trust him. You know, Wes.
I mean, if you guys remember from Rivals 2, he couldn't stand Johnny Bananas. Like, he wanted Johnny Bananas in an elimination round with him and Trey. So, he obviously, I'm sure outside of the challenges, if they were to hang out, I'm sure those two would be cool. But in the challenges, could you really trust him? If you were Zach, if you were other people, I'm sure him and, Bananas and Leroy are good allies. Riley. Yep. It looks like there's no beef between him and Jordan anymore. But, yeah, if I was Zach, I wouldn't trust Bananas either.
Yeah.
So, so I feel like it was okay, but he should have made it, he told Wes too much. And that's what got brought back up at the
deliberation. Yeah, he should have said very liberal.
Yeah, so he kind of showed like, okay, this is, he pretty much said, hey, I'm working with Wes. I'm, like
Bananas called him out on it.
I gotta ask you, how did it work for CJ and Landon on Fresh Me Too?
What?
Being aligned with Wes.
Yeah.
Wes is gonna screw Zach the first chance he gets.
Yeah, I can see that.
I honestly am looking forward to it.
Me too.
Because going back with Fresh Me Too, he screwed two nice guys in CJ and Landon, which was unfortunate. But
he screwed over his best friend. That's when I was like, okay, Wes has no like.
Oh, Danny too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I tweeted out. I'm like, okay, Zach, keep your eyes open. I like that you helped my boy out, but don't get Danny. Because he can. Anyone can. But I don't think he will because there's still Leroy that Wes doesn't like. And obviously Johnny and Avery, which happened this past episode. So there's still some people before Zach that I think Wes is on Wes's radar. So
now that I think of it now, at the time I was very ticked that they put Bananas in, and especially after how they were jawing back and forth, like all that whole junk that Wes and Teresa was giving at Bananas and Nani wasn't needed. Like they should have just.
That was that was beautiful. I love that scene. Nani was giving Teresa more though. Nani was talking more. Teresa was just like, you know how Teresa does. She doesn't argue back. She just kind of sits there and smirks and says like one or two little lines that pisses you off, and then sits back and smirks as you're like getting heated. That's what she does. That's her game.
I gotta say
Nani
though,
falls for it every time.
You guys know how much I love Teresa.
Yeah.
But this season, I really don't know what to think of her.
She's a great
playing-
player.
Yeah, she is a great player.
But she's screwing her friends over.
She is.
Who?
But
Like, she screwed Jessica over.
Jessica and Avery.
And Avery and Nani.
Well, Nani wasn't her friend coming into this challenge. But with Avery, I feel like
they just became friends, so it's kind of like, is it that serious?
yeah. At this point,
that's what I kind of thought too.
so
But
And to add with Teresa, I know she's gotten like some arguments with fans on Twitter that have been really way out of line. So it's like, oh, I really want to root for you, girl, but you're not giving me anything good to make me want to root for you.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But I'm still rooting for her.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she's very underestimated. And I feel like this challenge, she has proven
underrated.
Very
Underrated.
Very underrated.
I mean,
this is why I think that if she was in that final in Free Agents, it would have been, instead of Devin, it would have been
a great run.
Much better run.
Oh yeah, it would have. Yeah.
But the partnership, yeah, like you were saying, Andrew, she has done some things, but that's why her and Wes are so perfect, because they both are like hated in the house because they're both known for screwing people
I feel
over.
like she's like, we obviously know what Wes does. He screws people over, but Teresa, I feel like last challenge and this challenge, she's just not making it easy on herself. I mean,
well, that's the same thing. It's people are harder on her because she's a female. That's just natural. I feel like it's natural. Like if this was a guy who was doing all this stuff, you say, oh, he's just playing the game. Like Banana screwed people over. Wes has, you know. So and it's like, oh, they're great players. But with Teresa, it's like,
Bananas has true allies. You know. I mean, obviously Evan and Kenny haven't been on in a while, but whoever is on the challenge with Bananas, he backs up. I mean, up until the end of Free Agents, he had CT's back, and Rivals 2. I mean, he never sent in CT and Wes.
In his early challenges, he really has screwed some people over.
He has, yeah.
Well, obviously, but I mean, as of lately, no.
Yeah, but as of lately, this is what, like, Teresa's like 5th challenge. She's and this is when she's like just not. I feel like she's just not coming into the game. It sucks that she says this is gonna be her last one, but I feel like she's just now turning into like a really interesting villain, which is needed, especially on the girls' side, because there's so many bland followers who aren't that great at competitions.
Well, we'll get to a lot of the girls, because a lot of the girls, especially in this challenge coming up, are really, really looking bad, and it's terrible.
So,
oh yeah, remember that episode with John A. with the speech? Did we talk about that?
With the what?
Her speech when TJ asked her who you're nominating. That was so.
Did we miss 3 episodes of the challenge? Because now that I think of it,
I think we talked about it briefly.
Okay.
Maybe I wasn't there.
With the Morgan and I think.
I don't remember.
But yeah, that was embarrassing though.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I was just like, oh my god, TJ, stop talking to her, please. Stop doing this. What's wrong with you? And it's like he got some sick joy out of it. Like he was thinking in his head, all this shit.
Yeah.
She don't know what she's talking about. Let me just pick on her some more.
Yeah. That's funny.
Like John A. Like, I really want to like John A. I really do.
I like her in this challenge.
I still do like her.
It's just that I'm so iffy on her by some of the decisions she makes.
She hasn't really made any bad decisions. She just
making out with Jay just because they're doing it. I mean,
yeah, that was
that's kind of weird.
That doesn't make me dislike her though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. I'm a
I like her.
But anyways, that elimination.
Stuck with, she's stuck with Zach.
Well, let's get to that part. Let's get to that part because Zach actually, oh my god, he just became like the biggest punk on the show. When Johnny was hammering him about everything, about his decisions and working with Wes, And he blames it on Johnny. It's like it's Johnny's idea. And I'm like,
That's a punk. Yeah, you
are you
can't do that.
serious?
At least blame it on someone other than your partner. Well,
And then he did. And then he's like, well, no, other people must have been saying. It's like, what other people? Just come out and say it. That's when I didn't mind him. I didn't mind him screwing Bananas over. But it's how, like, it's him not owning up to it.
I didn't mind it either.
It was him not owning up to it.
And the thing is, he probably knew that he had a good alliance going in. He didn't need either Bananas or Wes.
Yeah.
I mean, he has Jordan and he has Johnny Riley.
Yeah. So I don't get why.
He's just making the situation worse for himself.
He did.
So that was, and then he won, and I don't know, that was just like a bad moment. This is a bad challenge for Zach.
Yeah. The last two episodes, man.
So we get Bananas and Nany versus Leroy and Nia.
Woo! You know what? Out of those two teams, I didn't really care who won. I would have been happy with either or. But I'm happy for Leroy and Nia, especially Leroy, because we kind of needed to see something out of him.
I was really for Bananas and Nany.
Haven't you been doubting Leroy past couple challenges?
Who, me?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he prove you wrong?
No. What happened was.
Here's the thing. He's not good at swimming.
He did really good.
Good at other things.
He did really good at that because it has a lot of. You use a lot of your group muscle for that. And
lean body.
That's what I'm saying, and I've always given him credit for that. It's like he's a really strong guy.
Yeah.
But if you look back at other stuff, although they did really good in this past challenge, but I think they didn't get a lot of airtime during that challenge. But I think I would give more props to Nia on this past challenge than Leroy.
I definitely agree.
She proved herself.
Like one thing Jasmine said on my previous podcast, you know how Jasmine and I have had beef in the past. She said on Free Agent she didn't really prove Nia didn't really prove herself. But
she wasn't given much time.
I think Jasmine probably is eating her words, and I'm betting she's giving Nia credit where credit's due.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Definitely.
She's done really. I was surprised that Nany couldn't beat her in this. I was expecting Nany to.
You want to know why it was the perfect challenge for her? I think the booty belt training probably paid off for her in this elimination.
It probably did. Yeah, it probably did.
So it was I would have.
Shout out to the booty belt.
Even the last challenge, they came in second place. So shout out to Leroy and Nia.
I would have preferred something more physical for these two pairings. That pairing of Leroy and Nia versus Bananas and Nany.
That would have been so good.
But
at least it wasn't the one that we had Tuesday night.
What?
I wouldn't have wanted the black one for those two teams.
What black one?
The one where they had to build the blocks.
Oh, for Leroy.
Oh, stack the things.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted that one. That would have been so boring.
It would have.
Well, I thought this one was kind of. I don't like these challenges where you have to like wait on your partners to finish, like the banded together one. Like Thomas was never really able to go because Haiti couldn't make it, and like Bananas on this one wasn't able to compete because Nany didn't make it. I like them when they like. Do like one-on-one, like the girls versus girls and the guys versus guys type eliminations.
True.
And then the tiebreaker.
You think it would have made a difference had the guys gone first?
No. Because
Leroy would have had a good lead.
You think so?
And Nany just wouldn't been able to do it if she wasn't able to do it the first time.
Yeah. No, because the thing is, she got
finished.
That one of her the strap got stuck on one of the wood. I saw it.
Oh really?
I said this a lot on like preview podcasts and like during the season. Bananas' Achilles heel was definitely Nany. She gave it the best she could, granted, but
she's no
the moment when something goes wrong, she panics.
She does.
Yeah. She panics.
And I liked how Bananas treated her at the end of that elimination. You know,
I liked how Leroy treated
Yeah,
Nia.
yeah, both of the guys. They gave him
Like,
good words of encouragement.
like where was that Tuesday night for a lot of the teams?
Yeah.
It's a lot of the younger teams who are
Yeah.
a lot of the
'Cause Leroy
rookies
and
who are
Bananas
being
are older.
very
So they know how to be, you know.
yeah. West, Leroy, Bananas,
Yeah, Wes is really good with Teresa. Yeah.
Jay, like they've all been like decent with how they communicate with their partners.
Yeah. Well, the thing about
It's
Leroy,
been
though, I mean,
audio.
we've seen this for so many years. He does so
Yeah.
he works so well with others. Like I know
Even
Jessica,
when he had Naomi,
Yeah.
he was really good with her.
like
Yeah.
I know Jessica tweeted out
And Mike might.
after the episode, he was the best partner I had on Free Agents.
She did tweet that out. I
Yeah.
saw that. I thought that was weird, but apparently, yeah,
I mean, they almost won that one.
they
It was
did.
the one where Laurel and Kahada won.
Yeah.
I wish Kahada was on this challenge.
Kahada, yeah.
So
He'll be back though.
So, what? Next episode?
the
What?
celebration, hilarious. Wes and
celebration?
Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
No,
They-
it was annoying as fuck. He was smiling. It was annoying.
It was
They're like, we're
hysterical.
gonna party tonight.
Oh my god, it was
Wes,
hysterical.
I know
They're
this
like-
is I know
I
this
felt
is what
so
Wes
bad.
does. I know what this is what Wes does, but act like you won before, please.
True.
It was has he though? Has he ever outplayed Bananas since Duel 1?
Right?
He's won before. He wasn't out. He didn't outplay Bananas. That was like they both like made it to the end, and yeah, he won that time. But he had CT, and it was kind of like an ongoing thing. This one, he got Bananas out very early on. Well, considering it's Johnny, who usually makes it at least to like the
Episode
final
5.
elimination. So I think they were shocked. I think they were expecting Leroy and Nia to lose. I was expecting Leroy and Nia to lose. So I think that's where the extra celebration came from, because they weren't expecting that. So that's why they got really hyped. And they were like, wow, they got Bananas out. So, but Wes has never really been able to like outplay him.
I don't think he's
as far as,
outplayed.
like, politics.
We lost Stefan. I don't think he's been able to outplay any of the JEK. Like he tried to outplay Kenny on Fresh Me Too, and then he tried to outplay all three of them on the Ruins, and it didn't work either.
Oh, that was I'll let
Yeah.
you. But yeah, so that's why it's celebration. He's like, wow, finally something that I planned out worked.
And I know exactly why MTV showed the whole Exile thing, because it was Bananas, you know, the whole video.
Yeah, they knew that it was gonna. They knew that he left so early, so the first episode he wasn't in. They knew that. That's why they probably scheduled it like that. It's like, okay, and it was perfect at the mid-season point. Let's give a recap, whatever. So let's move on to the next episode. Hopefully we'll get Stefan back, but once next episode, amazing challenge. I feel like just want to start off with the challenge right away. I feel like it was.
Well, they're at. I gotta ask you this: like, how many episodes out of the what are we on? 7 right now? 6 or 7?
6.
6?
Well, no, yeah, this past week was 6.
Out of the 6 episodes, how many have started at the bar?
Oh, what, 3?
3 or 4? It's a lot of them.
Like 3. But yeah, but not much happens at the bar, so I don't mind if they get that out there.
Avery and Adam. Blech.
Yeah, but that wasn't like,
Gross.
and nothing even happened with them. It was like weird. I think they were just setting up for their elimination round.
Yeah.
Because nothing really happened. Yeah. So so that's like showed Johnny talking to Adam, and then you have Avery and Adam. But it was mentioned that on the after show that Avery would give Adam like little massages and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I gotta ask you this while we wait on Stefan. The first after show host, do you like her?
I mean, I don't dislike her.
Yeah. I feel like she's doing. I feel like she's doing a pretty good job. She's not as like. Okay, well, next we're gonna talk about like how Johnny Mosley was.
Yeah, Johnny hasn't been that good since he returned. Just made his comeback.
Yeah.
I like them. I like him as a host of the challenge, though.
Mhm.
Alright, so let's jump right into this challenge. It was a long one. I forget what it's called,
How long did it go? 30 minutes?
but what do you mean? It went on for like. You talking about the challenge in real time?
No, the challenge as far as how they played it on the show. It went like 3 segments, didn't it?
I had to, because they didn't even finish the elimination. They like pushed all that back. So
Crazy.
but yeah, it was a good challenge. So what they had to do, it was very reminiscent. It was very much like the one they did on free Battle of Seasons.
Yeah.
Where they had the logs. That's what it reminded me of.
I wouldn't have been able to do this because I can bear. You know how the free weights in the gym. You know how the bar is like 45 pounds on the bench press. I can barely lift that shit. So 300 pounds. Oh my god.
Using your whole body though.
Yeah.
Use your whole body
like Jay, who probably weighs like $150. He was struggling big time.
Yeah.
And Jenna, for once, was actually giving him credit. She was like, "Oh, he's trying his best."
Yeah. I mean, I want him to do so much better. But yeah, he was struggling a little bit with that. But you know, he did it. He didn't come in last, so I don't think that. Yeah, they haven't come in last. Yeah, so that counts for something.
Yeah.
So this challenge.
The big thing with this one is the whole bags thing. Like, what do you think about that?
The big thing with this one was a puzzle. Freaking memorizing that crap after hiking up that long hill. And I don't know how many times people kept going back and forth, but man, that was horrible. And then I saw that like Adam kept tweeting about how he wouldn't help Brittany with like memorizing the puzzles because he felt like that's her job and his job.
There was so many times when he came on the screen, him and Zach, and we'll get to Zach in a minute. There were so many times when he came on the screen and he said something. I was like, shut the hell up. You're annoying. Get off my screen.
It's like
some of the stuff he did on like when he got in that shouting match with Brittany on Are You the One, that was hilarious. That was great TV. But some of the stuff he was saying was like, dude, all you're doing is talking down your partner.
Yeah.
And honestly, Brittany hasn't been. I don't think she's underperformed at all.
She's struggled, but she hasn't been like. She seems like someone who's easy to work with. You know, she's gonna listen to you. She's gonna take constructive criticism. Just work with her and support her.
Do you agree with me? Out of the four, are you the ones that they brought to this challenge that she'll be the first one to get a call?
I think Brittany and Simone may get out of these four. They get a call.
Mm.
I don't think the guys. If Adam didn't last if they didn't last as long, I don't think Adam would. But because they lasted a while, I feel like he could possibly get it. But,
yeah, but anyways, I keep going back to one thing Camilla said on the preview show. The girls don't know. They have no balls. Like, they're letting these guys talk so bad about them. And yes, in their one-on-ones, but I just wish Janae would
even in person.
Stand up.
Even in person.
Yeah. I really wish Janae would stick up for herself. It would make me like her so much more if she stuck up for herself when it came to Zach.
Yeah. Like it would she just like lets him.
She's so weak.
I mean, I get that she says that, you know, after this challenge she's not speaking to him anymore, which is understandable. But at the same time, in the moment, she still needs to have her voice and, you know, say, you know, like, look, don't treat me this way. Don't talk. Like, at least Sam, I was hoping she'd pull a Sam and just drop everything. Like, look, you're not gonna talk to me this way, or else I'm walking. I'm calling the producers van right now. Like, I'm done. Get me out of here.
We're going to the dome.
We're going to, you know. I wish she had done something like that. Like, you remember Sam of Battle Seasons, right? During this challenge, during that log challenge, she was like stopped and was like, "No, you're not gonna talk to me this way, or else I'm not moving another. I'm not taking one more step."
Yeah.
Now, I wish John A. would did something like that, and just like, you know what, I'm done. At the puzzle, it's like, I'm not even gonna try and solve this because you're talking.
Like, I normally don't bash people on Twitter, but I said something about Zach, and let me check my.
He hasn't even tweeted since like last year.
He changed his Twitter handle though.
Like,
It's like ZRangs15 or something like that.
He hasn't promoted. He hasn't promoted the show at all. He hasn't done anything.
Where are we looking at?
So,
This tweet that I said, Zach comes off more annoying every episode. I like John A. so much because I can't stand Zach. It got 16 retweets and 39 favorites.
it's ridiculous. Like, he's, oh my gosh.
I got to be honest with you. Out of all my interviews, he's the one that I had the most trouble with trying to get stuff out of him. Like most of them are like, okay, cool. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. I honestly don't. To be honest with you, I don't even remember if my interview with Zach was any good.
I don't think I listened to it. I remember you texted me saying like, don't even bother getting Zach.
It was unmemorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guys this episode were being very brutal. I mean, we see Jordan and Sarah's miscommunication for the first time this season.
No, Jordan actually I feel like he was, from what they showed, he was actually being alright. He was being like a supporting, like, trainer, like, look, you can do this, don't stop now.
He was going a little overboard.
He was yelling.
Yeah.
But they
wasn't Zach,
you don't know how far they were apart, because you could see that he was ahead of her, and she like stopped, and he was turning around. So like, he wasn't saying anything rude or anything like that. That's what I mean. He wasn't like talking crap about it.
Yeah.
Calling her a B and all this stuff that we seen. So, you know, I don't have a problem with that, but with that, yeah, it was pathetic. But so I mean, I really like this challenge. I just wish that the guys would have understood that if you help the women remember their stuff, maybe you guys can take less trips and you won't have to hold that thing as much.
What happened with Leroy and Jay's bags? Like,
nothing happened.
No,
what happened was that Jay and Jenna were at the puzzle where they had to memorize the puzzle. They dropped their bag, and then Leroy dropped his right by theirs. And then Leroy said in his interview that he had no idea where he dropped it. He was so tired that he didn't even know which one was his.
Was it just me, or were they calling him JG? I don't know if you caught that. Were they calling him?
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I believe they were calling him JG. I was like, that's nice.
What's that?
Okay, we gotta go quick. Like next about another 15 minutes.
And
I gotta get ready for my Tony.
And so that was so they just switched the bags, and then Wes and Teresa wound up winning again, which is amazing. And
is this putting a big target on them though?
It is. But they've already had a big target. But yeah, this put it really.
Like first chance they lose to like a Jordan and Sarah, or I don't know. Like,
well, it depends on who they go in against. It depends on who's like in elimination. But yeah,
there's no weak teams left, in my opinion. I mean, you got Jay and Jenna, who I don't think anybody. It's crazy how they haven't even been in one discussion to get thrown in yet.
So yeah, so I think this is gonna put a big, like Wes even said it, like this is gonna put a huge target on their back. But you gotta win, you know, you gotta win when you can, especially now.
You know, every episode they've been in like the top, either the top or the bottom. Like TJ's always mentioned them. The one
They've
episode
never
where,
been at the bottom.
yeah, it was between them and Knight and Jemmy in the paint one.
Oh yeah, the bottom too.
Yeah, but TJ's like we've known every episode where Wes and Teresa have placed.
They've been when they
They've either
haven't
been
won.
top 2 or bottom 2.
So I don't know the order in which you finished, but it was between Zach and
it was Wes and Teresa first.
Johnny.
Leroy and Nia second, Jordan and Sarah third, and then everybody else.
And everybody else. Okay, and then Adam and Brittany are last.
No surprise.
Kind of surprised. I was expecting Zach and Johnny to be last, honestly. Or Jay and Jenna. I was actually surprised they weren't bottom 2. So we get to the deliberation, and Wes wants Riley to go in. This was an interesting decision. I feel like it was a good decision, but it was still interesting.
His reasoning was kind of bogus, you know.
Well, his reasoning was
him being aligned with him being aligned with Bananas. Bananas isn't there, Wes. So why are you saying that?
Because it's the people. No, he said he has a lot of friends in his house, which he does.
True.
That was part of his reasoning, and his Team Bananas was just like a icing on the cake. But I think that his main reason was that he has a lot of friends in his house, and they're a strong team because they were right neck and neck with them up and down that hill that he said. So
yeah,
I think that the icing on the cake was that he was Team Bananas. But yeah, so I thought it was good. I would have definitely put in Jordan and Sarah over Johnny and Avery, just because they seem to have a close relationship with Avery. But I remember a couple of episodes ago, Jordan and Sarah had that talk with Wes, so maybe that's working out. Maybe that's playing out a little bit.
But if Jordan and Sarah were to go against Adam and Brittany, I don't see them losing.
I don't see Johnny and Avery losing.
There's a chance. There's a better chance than Jordan and Sarah.
I don't know.
It's probably like
anything can happen.
It's probably like a 20% chance, but it's a better chance.
Maybe. I mean, I guess because they're like a rookie team. You still don't know really how Avery would perform in this.
But we got.
Actually, no. She did elimination before. That's right.
Yeah. I want to go quote by quote on this whole argument. You're not with Avery and Johnny.
Mm.
It kills me to see these two being so like against each other, because I remember I did a Spreecast. I think it was my last one for Real Portland, and it was both of them in days, and they were like in great spirits. And now to see them apart, it kills me a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But direct quote from Avery: "You're not Johnny anymore. You're Riley." What does that mean? And then Johnny was like, "You never knew who the real Johnny was."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get those two, and it really disappoints me.
I never liked them.
You never liked them together?
Couple.
Yeah. I remember Brian Cohen. He actually had lunch with those two, like during the season. Like he interviewed Avery, and then like a week or two later, they were in New York for, I'm guessing, the reunion, and they had lunch together.
Yeah, I never liked them together. I like Johnny on Free Agents. I like Avery, but especially after talking with her. But yeah, I like them as a team. I'm rooting for them as a team. I am.
Me too.
Like as a couple, not really a fan.
That's why I picked Johnny as my second pick, because I'm a big Johnny Riley fan.
So I'm more of an Avery fan. But Johnny did impress me on Free Agents. and
Uh-huh.
and so yeah, they were picked to go in. Johnny and Avery were picked to go in, and she was a little going against Adam and Brittany. She was picked going. They were picked going against Adam and Brittany. And we haven't seen like a real physical elimination yet. So I was hoping that we get one, but they gave them some stupid like stack boxes on boxes on boxes to ring a bell.
It was similar to the first one, wasn't it?
No. The first one was more like, I mean, it's going up to ring a bell, yeah. But
Yeah.
like it was, I feel like first one was more difficult. This
Yeah.
one I guess looks difficult, like seeing how they seem to be having trouble with it. But it's like you just gotta stay focused. So you gotta make sure like you're stepping in all the right places. You don't put too much weight over on one side, and that you and your partner have to be in communications all the time. Like when you're gonna when you're gonna pass the box and how you're gonna pass it, all that stuff. So
Honestly, I gotta tell you,
it was
I haven't been impressed with any of these eliminations.
me neither. Me neither.
As far as for how they've been set up, like the elimination round, Bananas versus Leroy last week was definitely really good. The first one with
So I
Adam
didn't
and
like that
Brittany.
one either. I like the first one. First one. But as
Like
far
how
as
both of them
elimination,
played out, like how both of the first one and the one last week played out, I liked both of them. But other than that, like the whole eating challenge, it's not the Inferno anymore. We can get rid of the eating stuff.
I don't mind that, but just make sure it's something like really gross, like a big bucket of like mayonnaise and stuff. Like that's something I would want. Not like brownies. Like come on, make something that you wouldn't normally eat. You know, it doesn't have to be bugs, but like just do something else. I don't mind eating challenges though.
Was this the right time for it to be continued? No.
Should have been last week. But last week was so blown out that they couldn't do it. If it was a closer race, then they probably did last week. But it was such a like.
And I'm pretty sure I did bad on the points this week.
Yeah.
Are you, as far as points go,
that.
are you gonna count the 4 teams as DQs or no?
The ones that didn't finish, yeah.
Yeah. You're
Because
gonna
if you
count them as
don't
DQs?
finish, yeah, if you don't finish, it's negative 10. If you don't.
Damn.
So we all got it, dude. We all got one of those people.
Well, my
How
team,
many teams was it?
I have 2 guys, Leroy and Johnny. Leroy and Jordan. They both were second and third.
So
I have
it's
Johnny,
10 points for completion.
Johnny, fuck me, and okay, my team is left is Jordan, Johnny, Leroy, John A, and drawing a blank,
Johnny Riley.
Johnny Riley.
So yeah, so you just get negative 10 for Johnny and John A, but then you get plus 10 for the others. Me, I got negative 10 for Zach, negative 10 for Avery,
And then what happened was
negative 10 for Adam.
what about Sarah? Because you know how she puked.
10.
She puked though. Is there points for that one?
For puke, I don't think I put that in there.
I'm gonna check. Let me check.
I don't think I put that in there.
Because I know, I think on other leagues they've had points for like.
For like puking and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't see that much, so I feel like why put it in there? 'Cause I don't really see that on challenges much.
Yeah, but I think Johnny Avery are gonna take this. Brittany and Adam are gonna go into exile. They're gonna get killed.
But yeah, overall, get a good 2 episodes. I really wish that they would have not done that to be continued. It didn't need it, but
Well,
that means next week is gonna be jam packed. Hopefully with 2 eliminations. So
we're on episode 6 for the challenge. We're gonna be on episode 7 for the challenge, and what episode for Real World? 9 or 10?
Yeah, like 9.
Man,
Yeah.
I hope Bruno gets 2. I hope Brian gets 2 episodes.
You probably will. You probably will. So yeah, that's all. I gotta go because I gotta meet somebody and I'm like coughing.
Alrighty.
Can't talk. So
Always good talking to you, Whit. And
always great talking to you.
We'll definitely do it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening. You can check us out at talkingrealitytv.blogspot.com, on Twitter at Reality Radio Pod, and thank you all for listening. Take care.
Alrighty, Whit.